Trust me when I tell you, after watching this video, you're gonna wanna go unsubscribe from all other tool review channels. Nobody knows what they're talking about but me. I was born with a golden ratchet in my hand. I've used tools on 13 different continents in over 2,000 countries on 7 different planets. I got my first 7,000 piece mechanic set when I was 3 days old. When other kids drank Similac, my mom put 10W40 in my bottle. One time I was lost in the Catskill Mountains and had to dig into the earth with my bare hands to retrieve iron ore, then started a fire using nothing but twigs and leaves to forge my own wrench to save my family's life. My skin is PA6 glass fiber reinforced. I don't lose the 10mm socket. It loses me. One time, I rebuilt an engine in 10 feet of snow using nothing but a paper clip and a bubblegum wrapper. When other kids were taking their first steps, I was rebuilding my first transmission. You're not a pro. You don't use tools. I am the one who reviews. So obviously I'm just having a little fun with that. But I wanted to make this video because there is a lot of guys that get in the comments and a lot of other YouTube channels who act like that. Now, not quite as extreme as that, but they do try to act like that they know what they're talking about, that nobody else knows what they're talking about because they've been using tools for however long they've been using tools for, and that other YouTube channels shouldn't make tool reviews. Now, there's this video that I watched the other day, and it's actually down now, it's deleted, so I was actually gonna try to watch it again, but it's gone now. The guy made a video saying that this young tech was watching some YouTube videos about a US General tool cart, and he was trying to find a good value tool cart to be able to use to start off with. So he decided, according to the guy who made the video, that he was going to purchase this 4-drawer US General tool cart because of the YouTube reviews he's seen. So then the YouTube channel makes a review of the tool cart saying that it was junk, saying that the guy wasted his money, that other YouTube channels should be ashamed of themselves because they are taking people's money, because they're leading people down the wrong path. First off, man, the 4-drawer tool cart, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just gonna say that right up front, but I do like the 5-drawer tool cart. But the guy, obviously, he must have been watching reviews, decided to go to the Harbor Freight store and purchase the 4-drawer tool cart, assuming he didn't order it online, obviously. So when he was at the store, they have one put together. So he could have checked it out for himself and decided on the quality of it for himself. Now, if he doesn't know what he's looking for, then it's probably not gonna matter much to start off with. He could get by with that 4-drawer cart. So he obviously thought it was a decent purchase and brought it back to the shop. And I'm sure the other guys started ragging on him, saying that, you know, this thing is junk. You shouldn't have bought it. You shouldn't have listened to the other people on YouTube. We know what we're talking about. This thing is garbage. First off, the cart is $150. If you can name another cart in that price range that's better than that, then I'd like to hear it. Obviously, I think the 5-drawer cart is better, but it is a little bit more than the 4-drawer cart. So if the guy would have asked me, I would have just recommended that he spent the extra $40, $50 and bought the 5-drawer cart. But the fact that you have to compare this $150 US General 4-drawer box to your Snap-on or whatever, man, you're not gonna get a $900 tool cart quality out of a $150 tool cart. It's just not gonna happen. Now, you can get a similar quality out of the $200 US General 5-drawer tool cart, and it's gonna do a lot for you. It's gonna last a long time. But the guy, you know, basically said that other YouTube channels should stop making reviews. If they don't know what they're talking about, they shouldn't be making reviews. And you know, I partly agree with that. I don't think they should stop making reviews, but to me, the responsibility lies with the person who's watching the YouTube videos. As I've said a million times, don't listen to one person. If you watch, say, 100 videos on a US General tool cart and say 80 of those reviews are good, then you're gonna know that 20 people don't like that cart. So you could be one of the 20 people that end up not liking that cart. If you watch one video and the guy of one of the 20 guys who don't like the cart and you decide, I'm not buying this thing's junk, you may have liked that cart. It may have been good for you. That's the reason you check around. That's the reason you go put your hands on it. That's the reason you watch videos, because you're trying to make a good decision. And that's the whole point of the YouTube tool community. We all get tools. I've spent a lot of money on tools to be able to do reviews so that other people don't have to spend their money if they don't want to. So if anybody, let me give you some advice. If anybody tells you that they know what they're talking about, they start spouting off a bunch of credentials, telling you that they know everything, that you shouldn't listen to nobody else, those are the guys you probably shouldn't listen to. You want to listen to the guy that's going to be honest with you, the guy that's going to tell you, don't listen to me, watch everything, try to put your hands on it, then make your decision. I'm not going to try to point anybody down a wrong path. If I think that a tool is good, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to think it's good. And just because I think a tool's good, that you don't like the brand or whatever, it doesn't mean that you have to personally attack somebody. It doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about because I happen to like a different tool than you. It just means that we have a different opinion on what to spend money on. I prefer to spend in the middle. I prefer to find a good value. It's the same thing with a car. I'm not going to go out and buy a Rolls Royce when I could spend way lesser money on a car that's going to get me from point A to point B. It's the same thing with tools. I'm not going to go spend $500 on a set of sockets when I can find a set for $50, $60 that basically do the same thing, or $400 on wrenches, et cetera, et cetera. I'm looking for a good middle ground. Something that's going to be able to help me get the job done, and something that's not going to put me in the poorhouse. So that's the whole point of this channel. I'm just trying to find something in the middle that I like and trying to maybe help somebody else, either whether help you decide to buy a tool or to not buy a tool. Either way, it makes no difference to me. But obviously, back to this video real quick. This guy obviously didn't have a lot of money. So he was looking for a good budget tool cart to try to get into the door, to try to make him some money till he could buy something else. So would that 4-drawer cart have served that purpose? Yes, it would have. You know, the guy said that, oh, this guy didn't have a lot of money, so now you guys made him waste his money. You should be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't be making reviews. This thing is no good. This thing is garbage. And the toolbox is not the best quality, but it is a good value to start off with. He could have spent that $150. He could have used that cart. Even if that cart lasted 6 months, he would have been able to save up, make money with it, use it until he could buy a better cart, which is the purpose of that 4-drawer cart. Unless you're, in your garage, a home DIYer, then that cart will work great for you. There's nothing wrong with that cart. It's just not going to work for a professional very long. So the responsibility of deciding what tool to buy, the responsibility of deciding which brand you like, it all lays with you. You can't place the blame on watching YouTube videos. Just because John likes something doesn't mean that Tom is going to like it. So all you can do is try to just make the decision that feels right for you. In the end, we're all not going to agree every time we talk about something. There's going to be times that you like something that I don't. There's going to be times that I like something that you don't. But these guys, I don't know. I get some people just feel good, I guess, about being angry or about dogging other people. And I just can't relate to that. I don't understand. If I watch a video that I don't like, if I don't think somebody knows what they're talking about, then I just go on about my life. I don't leave crazy comments. I don't make other videos saying that other tool review channels don't know what they're talking about, because everybody can give you something. Just like I say, don't listen to me. Just take what I say, take everything that you see, take everything that you hear, then make your decision. Whether or not it'll be the right decision, time can only tell. But I just wanted to make this video to put it out there to maybe, if you're young, if you're trying to figure out what tools you need to buy, don't listen to one person. Don't let people pressure you. Don't let people tell you that they know what they're talking about. Don't let people try to spout off a bunch of credentials to make you think that they know what they're talking about, because I could give a monkey a wrench and let that monkey use that wrench to do whatever he wants with for however long, 5 years. And then 5 years down the road, I let that monkey make a decision for me about what wrench to buy. That don't mean that monkey knows what he's talking about. He just had a tool in his hand. So don't just take one person's word for it. That's the whole point of this video. Look around, take everything into consideration. If you don't know anything about tools, if you know nothing about tools, use people's experience, listen to them, take it into account, but listen to everybody. Everybody can give you something. With that being said, I'm going to end this. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, go down and subscribe below because I'm do tool reviews, projects, tips, tricks, and more on this channel. And I'm also going to be starting a welding series in the next couple days. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, stay real.